Hey there, guess what time it is right now?
It's harem time!
Oh, my favorite.
It's time to stop!
No matter where you go in the spectrum of anime and its entourage of discussions, you tend to always hear someone, or a large group of people, talking about harem anime. Whether it be the topic of said thread in a forum, or someone passing by a thread and finding some excuse to mention a harem anime, you'll find someone talking about it. And many times, you tend to find people actually bothering to discuss the intricacies of this, genre of anime that basically boils down to But these people tend to discuss harem anime in a much more elaborate way, and they need to
Stop it. Get some help.
The problem with this lies in how stale the discussions become once you realize how vapid and repetitive they are. As they try to pretend like they're discussing the works of what some would consider a genius literary figure of classical literature, but only end up repeating the age-old discussion of, who is best girl? Which leads into another pitfall for your average splurt session with harem anime. Who is best girl? Is it the neighbor next door? The girl who realistically every guy in the neighborhood has done it with? Ranging from your best friend, your brother, your uncle, your father, your mother, your sister, and even your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? Is it the childhood friend who's somehow still just as connected to you despite having years to meet new people, while avoiding the realistic situation of actually finding that tons of other guys just as good as you exist, as if somehow she's being kept in a basement all her life till you show back up?
I'm stuck in a basement sitting on a tricycle, girl getting on my nerves. Going out of my mind, I thought she was fine, don't know if her body is hers.
Or is it the tsundere that you just met, whose violent tendencies, if she were male, would land her at least on the inside of an insane asylum, if not straight up in prison? You know, the kind of girl who throws an entire ceiling fan at your head while calling you the most commonly used phrase by Japanese high schoolers. Or is it many of the other 33 genders of anime waifus that exist out there? Maybe even another dairy type. No, not that dairy type. This type of dairy. Who the fuck wants a yandere? Oh, right.
Weeaboos!
And this can all lead to a problem of trying to figure out who to let your spunk fly free to during your nightly session of slapping your darling in the sheets. At least until you drop the girls of this show like a tired old drug for a brand new drug and a new experience. But then the question arises again. To fap or not to fap?
Fuck it.
I just say fap to them all, am I right?
Tell me why, tell me why, tell me what you want. I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why it's bad. Tell me why, tell me why, tell me what you said. I don't know why, don't know why, do it, it's too late.
But seriously, who the fuck is best girl? And aside from the typical argument of who the best cum dumpster is, We also have the tried and true conversation of people trying to explain why their harem anime's MC is somehow a well-written character or even one bit likable, even though he's about as drenched in decent writing as outer space is drenched in oxygen. Is there oxygen in outer space? Yes. Can you live off of it, or even survive for a second in it? Fuck no. I present to you Exhibit A. A man, a fighter, literally a retard, rife with an upbeat personality that extends the same level of kindness to all as long as you don't kill his best friend.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Now I present to you Exhibit B. A woman in a man's skin. Zero ability to get even the smallest bit of shit done on his own in any way that makes even the simplest of sense. Literally a retard, rife with an upbeat personality only when girls are on screen, which is why most of the time his closest friends are only girls. Is incapable of not being an internet white knight, even to the most heinous of criminals, if it's a cute girl. And now I present to you Exhibit C. Perfection. Oh wait, what? That's not anime, get that the fuck out of here! But in layman's terms, harem MCs are so bland, but also inconsistent. They're designed to personify the typical ideology of beta male white knight virgins. Girls can get away with being any kind of character so long as they're cute, and especially being a girl. Tsundere throwing a crowbar at your head because she loves you secretly somehow? That's A-okay. A man throwing your crowbar at your head for whatever reason?
That's no good.
Not okay, man. Throw him down to hell where he belongs. And if he does have some form of actual power in the show, I can guarantee you he'll either be nothing but a loser or a total perv with nothing but a cum-filled sock to show off who he is, and that the story will try to treat him as if he was the underdog. No. This is in no way, shape, or form the underdog. Even when given word from a source that they can't just beat down the opponent that easily, what do? Beat him down easily with either a contrived reason that doesn't actually work in any setting aside from a world where villains are made to bend over backwards, or present not even the slightest hint of a reason and just have it be because the author can't find a way to make the girl truly fall in love with the man unless he's saving her life. Hey officer, thanks for saving my life. I think I love you. Will you marry me?
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But I don't know if I can really marry you.
Oh, hello, other officer. Thank you for also saving my life. I think I'm in love with you, too. Will you marry me?
What? What the fuck?
I hope you can see where I'm going with this, because it leads into the next problem. The girls are too fucking easy, and at the same time too hard. In any harem anime, you'd be hard-pressed to find the MC having to overcome any kind of believable obstacle to get a girl to like him in that way, nowadays at least, without splashing a touch of him saving their lives, and being treated like some normal person despite the story bending over backwards to let him win every fight or a rematch with little to no believable training. In reality, harems run on having zero believability when it comes down to the girls falling for the MC. He saves their life, and suddenly they fall in love like they've never been saved before in any point of their lives, even when they probably have been. If it was that easy to get a girl to fall in love with you, there wouldn't be much of a hatred for couples from your typical underappreciated glasses-kun. May your soul rest in peace, Demolition D. You always find that guy who goes around, or that girl who goes around, talking about normal fags, and them having girlfriends or boyfriends.
Fucking normal fags! Get the fuck off my board!
If it was so easy to get a girl to fall in love with you, then it wouldn't even be a harem at all to begin with. So why does it seem like it suddenly becomes that way just for the MC? Because the MC is basically a self-insert meant to make the reader feel like he's Jesus Kuhn Magnum Dickus Schwarzenegger Stallone, and every other guy can't even compare, despite the fact that he never presents the same type of gusto or swagger that someone like Schwarzenegger and Stallone can do. Oh, and also minus the fact that the MCs never put any real work into achieving what they're given. So you don't end up appreciating such a role, as when you return to the real world, your soul still feels as empty as your balls do every night. from masturbating. And that is the pitfalls, or at least some of the pitfalls, of harem anime. So anyways, this has been your Uncle Kaiser. I'll be seeing all of you weeaboos in the next video.
Well, that was a load of shit.